Welcome to the video program, Basic Outdoor Cooking Skills, produced by the Girl Scout Council of Greater St. Louis. The purpose of this program is to acquaint you with easy outdoor cooking techniques. With the information provided, you will be able to prepare satisfying and delicious meals for hiking and camping. This video will illustrate 6 different meal preparation methods for the outdoors. You will learn about no-cook food preparation, one-pot meals, using foil packs, cooking with sticks, cooking on a grill, and Dutch ovens.
Each section of the video provides the following information about the food preparation technique illustrated: advantages of the food preparation method, necessary equipment and supplies, safety tips, and examples of the foods you can make using this food preparation method.
As we illustrate each method, consider how the roles of the girls and the adults might change as girls become more familiar with these cooking skills. Much of the material covered in this video can be found in the viewer guide, so you won't need to take notes.
Before beginning any food preparation, consult the activity checkpoints in the current issue of SafetyWise. Safe food preparation can be an enjoyable part of any outing. Involve girls in food preparation as appropriate for their age level. Encourage them to progress in their skills, but remember that the leader is ultimately responsible for the safety of the girls. Ready to start cooking? Let's go. Methods of food preparation follow a progression. A no-cook meal is a great way to introduce even the youngest Girl Scouts to outdoor cooking.
No-cook food preparation has many advantages. No-cook methods are simple, allowing even the youngest Girl Scout to participate. Girls can enjoy their outdoor activities without spending a lot of time preparing food. Cleanup is usually easy since there are no pots or pans. No fuel is used, so environmental impact is minimal. The weather is not a factor. No-cook meals can be prepared under a kitchen shelter if necessary. You don't need to bring along a lot of cooking equipment.
The equipment you need depends upon what you choose to make. You may only need a mixing bowl and large spoon. Other recipes may require additional equipment. No matter what type of cooking method you are using, girls should always wash their hands with soap and water before handling food. A hand washing unit can be set up at the kitchen shelter. An additional degree of safety can be obtained by using food preparation gloves. Girls should be trained on how to use all the equipment they need and should always be supervised when handling kitchen equipment. Training might include knife safety,
that way your hand is away from the knife,
measuring utensils, and sanitizing cutting boards. Girls should also be trained on how to handle food safely, including the need for refrigeration.
As long as it's under 40 degrees, we're all okay.
It's possible to create an entire meal using no-cook methods. The girls have just prepared pita pockets, friendship fruit cocktail, ants on a log, pink lady punch, and gorp for dessert.
A fun dessert or snack to make is kick the can ice cream. For this treat, ingredients are placed in a can that is sealed and nested into a larger can. Ice and rock salt are added to the space between the 2 cans. The larger can is then sealed. Kicking the can acts like a churn. The result is a delicious, easy dessert.
One of the first cooking methods girls should attempt is preparing a one-pot meal. This style of cooking is especially useful for soups and stews that need to simmer. Girls can do other things while they wait for the flavors to blend. One-pot meals can be prepared by any age level, any experience level, and for any meal. One-pot meals can be simple, quick, and nourishing and offer easy cleanup. Minimal equipment is needed.
You can use any large pot or skillet, depending on the recipe. Use long-handled utensils and oven mitts for safety when stirring foods. You will need to choose your heat source. Cooking over charcoal is easier than cooking over wood, as heat can be controlled by adjusting the number and arrangement of coals. Before cooking over either charcoal or wood, wait until the flames die down and the coals are gray.
Another alternative is to use a camp stove. Using a pressurized fuel appliance is much like cooking over your stove at home. Always have supplies on hand to combat fires that get out of control. For wood or charcoal, this includes a fire bucket filled with water. When using pressurized fuels, a bucket of sand or a chemical fire extinguisher must be within easy reach. A fire extinguisher is located at each kitchen shelter at Girl Scout Council of Greater St. Louis camps.
A popular one-pot breakfast is called garbage. In spite of its name, garbage is a delicious concoction of favorite breakfast ingredients. Meal preparation always begins with washing hands.
Like many recipes for one-pot meals, garbage requires browning meat before adding other ingredients. Use a ladle or large spoon to remove excess liquid. Dispose of the liquid after it is cooled. Chop vegetables while the meat is browning. Add ingredients carefully to avoid splashing.
If the girls are very young, they can help prepare the ingredients, but the leaders need to tend to the pot while it's on the fire or stove.
This recipe calls for adding beaten eggs. Cook until eggs are done, stirring frequently to prevent sticking and burning. Remove the pot from the burner or fire to serve the meal. Enjoy! Check out St. Louis Cooks for more great one-pot meals.
Foil packs offer another cooking option for girls of almost any age. Foil packs can be used to cook a variety of foods, and cleanup is easy. An advantage to foil packs is that after they are stuffed and placed on the fire, no further tending is needed except for turning them.
A good first foil pack dinner is a hamburger dinner. You will need items necessary to prepare the foil pack ingredients and heavy-duty foil. After making sure hands are clean, cut foods into uniform size to help ensure even cooking. Place the ingredients onto foil. Follow recipe instructions regarding additional fats or liquids. Season as desired. Use double folds to make sure liquids stay inside. Each girl can add her own distinctive folds that will help her identify her own pack after it is cooked.
Foil packs can be placed on a rack or directly on coals. Turn the packs so that top and bottom cook evenly. Avoid puncturing.
Cooking time varies according to ingredients. Use caution to avoid escaping steam while opening the foil pack. Other foods frequently prepared in foil include brown bears, banana boats, and pai chi ham. Stick cooking is appropriate for girls who are at the Brownie Girl Scout age level or above. Since girls work directly over the fire, cooking with a stick is slightly more difficult than preparing one-pot meals or foil packs. Leaders must closely supervise girls to prevent accidents. Cleanup is easy. Cooking with sticks allows girls to have direct control over what they eat and can be a fun activity.
Utensils used for stick cooking include skewers, long-handled forks, and pie irons. One of the most popular foods to cook on sticks is hot dogs. To ensure success, make sure food is secured to the stick. Stick cooking is more fun when the food stays on the stick. Girls should always secure loose clothing and tie back loose hair when working around a fire. Space girls evenly around the fire to avoid injury. Hold sticks over hot coals and rotate food often. Girls learn to avoid holding food too close to the flames. With experience, girls learn to cook food slowly and take pride in the results.
dogs and marshmallows are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to stick cookery. Try experimenting with biscuits, foil-wrapped meatloaf, or even eggs. Pie irons are a type of stick cooking. The concept of a pie iron is simple. Delicious hot sandwiches are made using 2 slices of buttered bread and the filling of your choice. Crescent roll dough makes an easy crust for desserts. Popular dessert fillings include canned pie filling, cream cheese, and applesauce.
Place the crescent roll dough on one side of the iron. Add filling. Top with another piece of crescent roll dough. Make sure the pie iron is tightly closed.
And then see this little here? Take it and click it over here like that. Snug it down. Okay?
Pie irons can be placed directly on coals and turned frequently, or held over hot coals and rotated often to cook evenly. The technique used will depend upon the recipe.
Carefully remove the food from the pie iron. Irons will stay very hot for some time. Allow them to cool where they won't be bumped accidentally. Pie irons are easy to wipe clean after use.
Pie irons can be used to make calzones and shepherd's pie in addition to great desserts and grilled sandwiches. The next cooking method is cooking on a grill. Cooking on a grill is recommended for junior Girl Scouts and older.
An advantage to grilling food is that many are already familiar with this type of cooking through family barbecues. Cooking on a grill allows the fat to drain away from meats, and foods gain a pleasant smoked flavor. Little equipment is needed, and cleanup is a breeze.
These are the grills provided at Girl Scout Council of Greater St. Louis camps. To prevent food from falling through, bring a smaller grill. Foil can be used to make cleanup easier. If you use foil, you will need to coat it with a non-stick spray and poke holes in it to allow liquids to drip through. You will also need oven mitts and heat-resistant long-handled utensils. Food to be grilled is prepared away from the fire. Preheat the grill over the fire before placing food on it. Place food carefully on the grill using long-handled utensils and heat-resistant oven mitts. Turn food to avoid burning using a long-handled turner.
Good job, girls. Teamwork. There. Excellent.
Check food to ensure that a safe internal temperature has been reached.
When food is done, carefully remove it from the fire. Always place it on a clean dish. Do not use the dish that was used to carry raw meats to the fire. Meats, vegetables, and even fruits can be grilled.
Perhaps the most versatile piece of equipment used for outdoor cooking is the Dutch oven. Almost any recipe that can be made using a kitchen range can be made outdoors in a Dutch oven. Dutch ovens can be purchased in almost any outdoors or department store, and maintenance is easy. Girls at the junior Girl Scout age level or higher can easily use a Dutch oven.
This video will illustrate 3 ways a Dutch oven can be used: to make a casserole, to make multiple dishes simultaneously, to make French toast using the lid as a griddle.
A Dutch oven with legs is best when cooking over charcoal. The legs allow air to circulate to the charcoal. You will also need a lid lifter, charcoal tongs, charcoal chimney, pot holders, long-handled utensils, paper towels, heavy-duty foil, and liquid dish soap. When preparing a Dutch oven, use hot water to remove the old oil. Using paper towels to dry the oven helps ensure all moisture is removed. Rub liquid soap on the outside of the Dutch oven to make the soot easier to remove. Don't forget under the rim and handles. Lightly oil the inside of the oven using a paper towel moistened with a little vegetable oil. A thin layer of oil on the inside helps keep the food from sticking. Many outdoor cooks also line the inside of the Dutch oven with foil to make cleanup even easier.
To make a casserole, prepare the ingredients as directed on the recipe. Place the ingredients in the Dutch oven. Ground beef and onion may go on the bottom, followed by vegetables, pasta, or rice. Liquids are often mixed together, then poured into the oven.
Select a cooking area that is clear of debris and away from other activity. At camp, you will use a fire circle. Using tongs, spread 8 to 10 pieces of burning charcoal and place the Dutch oven on top. Next, place 10 to 12 pieces of charcoal on the lid. The number of briquettes needed will vary with the size of the Dutch oven. After 20 minutes, it will be necessary to add more charcoal to keep the cooking temperature constant. Check the food approximately halfway through the recommended cooking time. Use a lid lifter to remove the lid and place in a safe spot. Make sure the casserole is not burning on the bottom. Add more water if it seems dry.
Multiple dishes can be cooked in a Dutch oven. Use foil or other containers to separate ingredients. Follow the instructions given in the recipe. Dishes to be cooked together should require similar cooking times. The casserole and desserts look great.
Oh, it smells wonderful.
Oh, chocolate cherry cake and peach.
Oh, this is awesome. So we got really thankful.
Cleanup is easy if you have lined the Dutch oven with foil. Any food particles that have escaped the foil can be soaked off with warm water and or scraped off with a plastic scraper. The soap has made cleaning the outside of the oven easy. After cleaning the Dutch oven, coat the inside and lid with a thin layer of oil. This will keep the oven from rusting.
French toast, anyone? If you are planning to fry foods, there is no need to bring a separate griddle. Simply turn the lid of the Dutch oven upside down and use it as a griddle.
To prepare the lid, coat the handle side with soap for easy cleanup. Lightly oil the underside of the lid. Carefully place the lid with handle down on the heated coals. Check to see whether the lid is hot by sprinkling a few drops of water. When the lid is hot enough, the water droplets will dance. When the lid is ready, place prepared toast on it. Turn the toast when it is browned. Continue grilling until the other side looks just as delicious. In between batches, it may be necessary to add margarine to prevent sticking.
Oh, that looks so good.
When all the toast has been prepared, leave the lid on the coals until cool before cleaning. Clean the lid using hot water and a plastic scraper if necessary.
Over the course of this program, we have explored 6 different types of meal preparation in the outdoors. You now know the advantages of and can name tips for no-cook food preparation, one-pot meals, foil packs, cooking on a stick, cooking on a grill, and using a Dutch oven.
We cook good.
Your viewer's guide contains material that supports what we have covered during this video. Don't forget to take the safety quiz. You'll be surprised how much you know. Additional information can be found in St. Louis Cooks, sold in the Girl Scout shop and on the Girl Scout Express, or available to borrow from the resource centers at the Service Center and on the Girl Scout Express. Most of the recipes illustrated in this video can be found in this cookbook. For information on building campfires, using charcoal, or using pressurized fuel appliances, check out a Campfires and Pressurized Fuels home study program. Consult the position papers for guidelines on pressurized fuel appliances. For hands-on skills practice, consider registering for one of the following courses listed in the Volunteer Development Bulletin: Cook Go Round or other cooking-related workshops, Basic Campcraft Skills, or a Troop Camp course.